Welcome to Spurs Vision TV. Hey, Jamie, you took off your green screen.
Yeah, I had
Yeah, I can
to
see it.
because
Yeah,
my HD camera is being a bit temperamental, so it was
yeah.
either I'm gonna sort it out a bit later.
All right. Good evening, all to you in Asia, and of course, good afternoon to all you guys in Europe, and good morning to all you guys in America. Right? Just hold on for a while. Yes, Jamie, I can hear you crunching your. What are you eating?
I'm eating a delight from the Philippines, a Dowie donut delectable, choco
Okay.
mallow,
All right.
chocolate on the outside, chocolate on the inside, and mallow right between the lot of it.
Yeah, and all the crunching coming from your mic. Yes.
Yes, getting ready to chew, getting ready to chew into the delicacies of Newcastle
All
Magpie
right.
Wayaman.
All right. Okay, guys, just hold on for a while I bring on some guests, right? Special guests today, especially from Newcastle and especially Malaysian Newcastle fans, right? I can't even find a Malaysian Spurs fan to join me apart from myself, right? So I'm very happy for them. So, and of course, we do have also a few more Spurs fans joining us today. All right. So hold on for a while, get them on. Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
guys.
Hi.
What's up, people?
Thank you.
Welcome to Spurs Vision TV. First time on Spurs Vision TV, Jonathan and Elvin. They're
Hello.
Newcastle fans. Today is quite appropriate because we're in the international break. And of course, whatever has happened in the past week, Newcastle has been taken over by the Saudis. So that's why we have some of Newcastle fans on to find out how they feel, how's the situation, and of course the expectations for the coming years along the way. But before we go on to the guests, just let me go through the chats and say, Plot Malaysia, Ram, thanks for viewing. Ram wanted to join us, but he's working. He can't get off work yet. So of course, Kim, and Chris Agumba, right, and John Fitzpatrick. Thanks for joining us and thanks for your support, right? All right, and where's Jamie? Oh,
I'm just,
okay.
I think rather than dash up and find a shirt, I think it's easier that I just have the legend on the, well, if the camera stays there,
Okay. Yeah.
the
All right,
legend on
Jamie.
the camera,
No, all of a sudden, all of a sudden
my
you
voice in the
disappeared.
background.
Yeah, and then you that's a bit scary. All of a sudden, Greavesy is talking to us.
It's a
Greavesy
funny
has
okay?
Greavesy
Yeah.
has risen.
Yeah, reason. And of course,
Oh,
thank
yes,
you,
he's gone to heaven.
Brian Daigle and Bobby. Yep, that's commitment for you. They're actually traveling on the way back to back to Derby, right, in the car at the moment. Right, and
Yeah, but I have to say as well, you just very, very quickly, because you did it again. You said good morning to all the people watching in America, and you left out a very, very special country. So everyone
Canada.
back home in
Mexico.
Canada,
Mexico.
good morning to you as well. We have to stop doing this.
Mexico.
Yeah, good.
Arriba, arriba,
Actually,
Mexico.
usually, Brian, I say the Americas. So
Yes.
I try to count. Yeah.
Plural.
Canada. All right. Next time I'll remember Canada. Yeah, Canada and America. Right, Canada and America. Yeah, and Australia. Yep, and Australia too. If Shane was on, but Australia is a bit late now for Shane.
India, don't forget India.
And India. Yes, India. India's evening. Yeah, good evening. And India's talk about India, right? Guess who is joining us now?
Namaste.
Right. Who's
Namaste,
that? Namaste. Yeah, Privi. Right, Privi. Privi is joining us from India.
yeah.
Hey, namaste.
Hello.
Hello. Privi.
If you change your hair color again.
Privi, just to introduce you, I'm sure you met all of us, and of course you met Jimmy Grease before, right?
Yeah.
Jonathan and Elvin are Newcastle fans. Today they're the special guests here. We're going to go, of course, we're still in the international break. All the games are finished already, right? Apart from the South American games. The European games are done, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
No, I think there's European games tonight as well, I think.
One more round of European games tonight, maybe. But for Spurs, our fear is that the players that have left to South America and whether they'll be available for this Sunday match against Newcastle. But I heard the timeline is quite tight. They still play a match on Thursday. They fly out on Friday morning, and they arrive back somewhere Saturday afternoon, and they have to play on Sunday. So more or less, we will be. Nuno has to see whether they are available for selection. All right. But Newcastle fans, Jonathan and Alvin, and either of you, have you got any players going on international duty that you know of?
Miguel then?
Yeah, Almiron's in Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Jolinton, no.
No, Jolinton, no.
Yeah, he's not.
It's
He's not a
Lucas
Brazil
for us.
international.
Yeah, like Lucas, Lucas doesn't go anywhere too. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so the only
Lucas is not in the Brazilian squad.
no.
No.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Lucas has never been even the last time. Yeah.
Okay.
But we have Emerson in the Brazilian squad, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Emerson is in the Emerson in the Brazilian squad, right? Yeah, and okay. Since the Newcastle fans are here, I just want to get an idea. How do they feel? After waiting 14 years, protesting for 10 years, more or less, right? You guys all sort of hit the jackpot. It's not a small player coming in. You have one of the biggest players in the world at the moment, right? Coming into your club, and most probably. I think your stadium will be renamed, right, for sponsorship money, called the Aramco Stadium on St. James Park.
As long as it's not a kebab.
It's not a kebab, of course.
Not to get too serious too quickly, but I think it's going to be a poison chalice.
I don't.
All that money, where the money comes from, sort of sours the deal.
Yeah, but Jamie, to tell you the truth, in the end of the day, when something like this happens, right, a lot of us won't even care where the money comes from. I mean, imagine if the Saudis came in and bought Levy out. Wouldn't you be happy?
Hooray!
We'll be happy. Yeah.
Sorry. Bob.
I just want to ask everyone really, especially the Newcastle guys, are you really bothered with the morality of it? Because I'll be honest with you, I couldn't give a shit.
Not for me.
You better not. You're driving.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I really think that it is a separate issue altogether. Yes, there are links. The PIF is a government-linked company of Saudi Arabia, but at the end of the day, they are a company, and we shouldn't put two and two together. But it doesn't bother me, although I do understand that it is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Jonathan, you should never mix sport and politics.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
So you should never mix Levy and Tottenham.
Yeah. And what about Alvin? How do you feel, Alvin? How do you feel about the morality issues and all that?
I think I have the same idea with what John has mentioned, and I think at the same time, I think Alan Shearer wrote something on one article relate about this morality issue. So I think we take it as opportunity to because right now it's like a worldwide thing. So you take this to educate the people, and probably we will influence the Saudi on a lot of topic about human rights and on certain things that is not right in our eyes. So there is an opportunity there as well.
Okay. To teach
Still
them
can't
some.
see me block. I'm
Yep.
showing Jimmy Greaves.
Yeah, you're still going Jimmy Grace. But to tell the truth, how I feel is to tell the truth in the end of the day, right? Any billionaire that comes in to buy a club now, right, will have skeletons in their closet. So what's the difference? It's whether how big your skeleton is and how small your skeleton is still a skeleton, right? So a billionaire will always be a billionaire, right? They didn't do good things to become billionaires, all right? So there are some morality issues to every owner out there, right? Unless you say that the club is actually owned by the fans, right? Then it's something like the German model and all that. Then maybe you'll have a different kind of a feeling to it. But when you have something so big coming in, I mean, people are saying like the PIF. We're not talking even about the Saudi family, because if you talk about the Saudi family, they are worth trillions, We're not talking billions. You're worth trillions.
Yep.
Hi, Kim. Somebody's been
Hey,
looking for you.
Trouble.
Bobby.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Bobby's looking for you.
yeah.
So
He's
to
a-
tell the truth,
Yeah.
the morality of it in the end of the day, right? You guys better win something and better win something quick. Correct.
Yeah.
If you guys don't win something quick, then there will be a big problem in the fan base. Is because you guys will say with all the money and we still can't win anything, then there's something really wrong with the club. Correct. But
Yeah.
if in my eyes, right, I'll see right what's her name, Amanda Stavely.
Yep.
She should actually keep Bruce on until the January window. Maybe in December, let him go. Bring in a big name manager and start buying the players that he wants in the January window as the
Nuno
first
Espirito
step.
Santo.
Yeah. Jamie, right? And then of course, there have been links of players. Harry Kane is going. Harry Kane is going to Newcastle.
Ali is going. Ali is going. That's
And also, Eugene,
Delhi is going to Newcastle.
Eugene, to be serious. I read a story that says that apparently Real Madrid are now getting serious again about the buyback on Reguilon.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
They kind of
I
reduced
read-
the price also.
Yeah. But to tell the truth, right? They want to pay a lower fee. If you pay a higher fee, right? Levy will think about it. If you're going to pay a lower fee, right? Levy is going to say, "What? I can't hear you. Louder, please." All right. But
Most
guys,
probably.
really happy for Newcastle fans of all the years of suffering through an owner like that. But at least the owner that you had was a very honest owner towards the fans. He didn't give you smoke and mirrors, give you false hope, right? And all the things that come along with it, like being Spurs fans that we've been led along all these years, right? And that hurts more, right? That's why us Spurs fans are so unhappy, is because we want transparency and accountability. Okay, that's all. But at least now that you guys have been bought over, or let's say, and to tell the truth, it's a very funny thing, Ashley wanted 300 million 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
He has put that number 300 million out there for so long.
I think it started with 250 million, I think. Yeah.
250. Yeah. Also, it means he's up. Inflation has come in. He's upped it a bit. And wait. We have a tax expert on this side here, right? So we got to ask the tax expert, right? So is it to do with inflation or is it to do with something to do with taxes?
Or is
Greed.
Mike actually just being greedy?
It's due to greed.
No, Levy does it all the time. Why do you think the 5 million is always hanging in the air? If you don't get extra 5 million, he won't sell. He won't pay the extra 5 million and all that nonsense, right? But no, just real question, Arthur. Being a tax accountant and a consultant, right? All these years, how much of taxes would Ashley have to pay for the 300 million?
Over half.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Half.
The time it all works out, don't forget there are going to be costs involved as well. You're looking at the top slicing of about 45%, perhaps a bit more.
Whoa.
And then there are other add-ons. So I reckon you'd lose half that.
Yeah. But if you're smart, right, you set up a list of offshore bank accounts.
Stop where you are. There's a little thing, because they're continuing in business, there's a little thing called rollover relief. They roll it into another business and you escape tax because it sits in the new model.
Okay. It sits in the new model. I understand. Oh, that means, let's say now if Ashley takes this money and says that I'm going to pump it into Sports Direct, then it's not taxable.
Not taxable.
It becomes a capital investment.
Probably what he will do.
Oh, no wonder he wants to buy Derby now.
And the way to do that is to then erode Sports Direct so that the tax bill shrinks.
Oh.
So if he does pay anything, he pays a lot less.
Okay. All right.
Clever.
Then
makes sense.
Yeah. That's why you need a tax consultant, right? So Ashley, if you want to get in touch with Arthur, his Twitter handle is AAH Accountants, right? Get in touch with him. But I'm sure all these rich people have a lot of very good lawyers and accountants and all. And I'm sure out of that 300 million,
the way Arthur's going, he's going to be so successful in YouTube and Twitter and everything. He's going to need an accountant.
I'll employ myself.
No, but to tell the truth, right, I'm thinking.
Arthur. Don't forget about me.
Don't forget about me too.
He's going to have a song.
Yeah.
It won't be Fog on the Tarn. It'll be a P on the Lee.
And let me read out some comments. Hi, Guguma. Thanks for joining us, Guguma. Today is on a Wednesday.
Hi, Guguma.
Guguma is in South Korea. A big supporter.
안녕하세요.
Right. And John say, all well done. Okay, he's talking to Brian Daigle. John, big up, John. Plot Malaysia is saying big up, guys, again. Ram, big up to you too. All right, big up, Ram. Big up, Guguma. And all right, coming to the next thing now. We'll be facing each other, Newcastle, Spurs. And I know Brian will say that I hate that place for Spurs because we never win there. It's something like,
Brian,
but Brian loves Newcastle. He loves.
I have a very, very big soft spot for Newcastle.
Yeah,
it's my favourite away ground.
Yeah. Brian, you're breaking up. I think the internet connection going through the highway.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Now. Go ahead, Brian.
We hear you now.
Okay, yeah. So everything about that city I love, apart from the fact that they're our bloody bogey team and they always screw us over. And on Sunday, Newcastle, St James's Park under Ashley would work in everyone else's favour because the crowd will turn. But Newcastle United, all together and in full voice at St James's Park, is a breathtaking thing to see. And they are going to be pumped up for it. They are going to be pumped up for it. Imagine how excited they were when they signed Shearer. Well, times this by 1 million, and you're not even close.
Or 320
to how it's going to be on Sunday. They are
320
Newcastle is going to be rocking on Sunday.
I think it's going to be the first time that we will see a full St James's Park after I don't know how many years.
Yeah,
the past
full,
few years.
full packed to the brim, right?
Packed
I think
all sold out, fully sold out.
Yeah. And the thing is that Newcastle always gives me this memory, right? That we keep on attacking and somehow or another we can't score. 20 shots on goal and you guys still have that 1-0 lead. And I was going like, what is going on? I remember, was it Tim Krul was one of them?
Yeah.
Tim Krul. Oh my God. That was.
It's all the Georges in the crowd with the laser pens.
Listen, guys, just the point. How many does that ground hold?
51,000.
52,000. How many?
Yeah.
I heard you can go all the way up to 56, right? If they do it to a certain extent.
The official record is 52 plus. Yeah.
52 plus, right? But don't forget, guys, the new rule of what? Standing rule is coming back again, right? For clubs and all that.
Yeah.
That you can put a few more thousand.
They're testing it at Spurs as well.
Yeah, they're going to test it, right? Actually, the problem with the standing fans during the football in past, right? It was actually the safety issue, right? Standing fans, safety issue. Yeah, Hillsborough. Yeah, the Hillsborough thing. Yeah. Yep. So it was safety issue. After that, they banned it, if I'm not mistaken, and now they're trying to bring it back. So, of course, they have to test it. I mean, safety of the fans, and when something bad happens, really something bad will happen. Especially we're talking about safety, right? But let's see how it goes there. But you guys are already a 50,000+ stadium. So, do you see that your new owners will want to build a new stadium maybe along the way?
I just read somewhere it said that the new owner might want to increase
Capacity.
to 60. Yeah, to increase to 60,000.
Okay.
I heard
Let me-
100,000. I heard they want to go. They want to become the first. They want to become the first 100,000 capacity stadium. Obviously,
Okay.
with standing coming in, mate,
Okay.
you just never know. It depends how much money they want to spend.
Also, what you got to remember, where Newcastle is situated, the actual ground,
So much space.
there's so much space around it. What they've done, they technically don't need to move to find a bigger location because
Just
it's, when
expand.
you're by one side, by the Bobby Robson statue, it's you go up quite a steep hill, but the ground's all level. But there is so much ground around it. The way Newcastle is set, it's like literally
the land.
it's Mount Everest, and Newcastle is the peak of
That means-
Newcastle,
that means
and the whole
the-
city surrounds it.
That means the land around the stadium. You have a lot of land around the
They've
stadium.
got all of it.
Okay. All right. So no, because if you are aiming to get into the Champions League, right? If I'm not mistaken, Champions League does have
It's dodgy,
yeah,
right?
Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
it's a bit dodgy, yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
we're going to be in the background listening, and then we'll come back in.
Yeah.
We just go to
When-
a dodgy service
Internet,
area,
yeah.
so we'll be listening, and we'll
Okay.
hop back on.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Take care.
guys,
Okay.
very, very
All right.
quickly, leave me out,
Yeah.
and we'll speak later on.
Cutting
All right.
Spurs.
Take care.
Leave me out.
All right. Leave you out. Yeah. No, as I was saying, if you guys do go into the Champions League has a requirement. The stadium has to be at least 60,000 and above.
Oh, is
For
that
Champions
such a
League
requirement? We wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
We've not been
Remember,
to
guys,
Champions
we
League.
we had to play in Wembley during the
Yeah.
Champions League. Remember,
okay,
we had to
okay.
play in Wembley. We couldn't play in White Hart Lane because White Hart Lane was holding 40 over.
Even
Wasn't it because it was under construction? The new
yeah,
No,
I
no,
thought you
before
played
that.
in-
Even before that, we had to play in White Hart Lane, right? Arthur, if I'm not mistaken, there were some games.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
in-
Even
yeah.
before the construction of our new stadium, we had to play in White Hart Lane. So
I remember that Arsenal used to play in Wembley as well.
Oh,
You were in Champions
Yeah.
League.
don't say that word.
yeah. Jonathan, you must always remember you're on a
Bad
Spurs
language.
channel. Yeah, you're a Spurs channel, and you know the A word. The A word is not well accepted.
What about
Yeah.
what about Leicester City? What about Leicester City when they won the Premier League and then they enter automatically into the Champions League? Did they play in their current stadium? If
Yeah,
anyone
Leicester playing in the
recall?
current
I
stadium.
think they did. I think they did.
I believe they
Leicester
did.
actually played in their own stadium, yeah.
But,
So how-
but maybe Leicester City had maybe a big capacity, maybe 50.
No,
Maybe
I
there's
don't
a
think.
I
level.
don't think Leicester has 50. I think Leicester
40 something, right?
We're
40
40
something.
Yeah.
40
Yeah.
something also. So that
We're
means
okay.
we played in Wembley because we could get more people in Wembley, so Levy can have
Probably,
more money
yeah.
in his pocket.
Yes,
money,
yes.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That make more
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. That make more sense.
Eugene,
Right? That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Eugene.
Yeah.
He was getting the tills ringing.
Yeah. We had to stop the tills ringing, right? Yeah, right.
That's
right.
it.
That's true. Okay. Let's go through some of this comments here. Guguma, big up. All right. And what else she say? Some more Newcastle
Who was
game. Guguma. Hi, Kim. All right. Yes, we'll come to the game soon. We're just going through some of the banter about the money that our Newcastle brothers have now, right? Just rub it in a bit some more, right? Because we don't have any, so we have to rub. Hopefully, we rub them a bit. It will fall back on us, some on us, right? Newcastle will sell out 100K every week. Yeah, that's true. If they do 100K, there is actually a 100K stadium. It's called the Maracana, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's about 200K, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maracana.
In Maracana is in Brazil, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's
Brazil.
200K.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Rio. Maracana is about 200K.
Scared of
Newcastle next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ram is scared of Newcastle next season. Ram, yeah, you are scared of Newcastle, right? and it's next season. Ram saying next games will be the players proving the point to Newcastle. That's true.
Yeah.
That's what makes us a bit jittery. Newcastle has never been a favorite place of us to go to, and Newcastle has always been one of our bogey teams. For whatever reason, Spurs got a lot of bogey teams, right? Yeah. Right. We did play Champions League at White Hart Lane. Okay. All right. We did. Yes, John. John, we did. Thanks for the information, John. We did play.
That's
yeah, we did.
the new lane.
Okay.
The
That's
new
isn't the
lane.
rule, right?
We played the new stadium.
The old stadium. We never played Champions League. I think we did a bit, right?
We
We weren't in Champions League. We played in some European, like the UEFA Cup, etc.
We did play Champions League when Bale and all were there.
Yeah,
we did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, we did. I think it's after that season, the ka-ching went to Levy's head. Said that if I played in Wembley, I could get 20 more thousand fans into the stadium. Yeah, right. So
ring the tills.
Ring the tills. That's why, right? So, right, ring the tills. Right. Let me see. Bale have Inter. Yeah. Emzo. Big up Emzo. Emzo's another good supporter. All right. Big up Emzo. Right. Okay. Apart from the money, apart from the morality, right? Being a Newcastle fans now, like what Jonathan says, 5 to 10 years to be at the peak. Elvin, do you feel the same?
Yeah, I think I feel the same as well.
Guys, you're so patient. My God, if I had a $320 billion sugar daddy, right? I want results yesterday.
I think they're actually planning on buying Inter as well, right? So there might be a split in funds and stuff like that. I don't know.
Oh, they buy Inter too. I don't know.
I think it's more than just
they can't. If you buy Inter, right? The teams won't be able to enter Champions League because of the controversial ownership kind of rule will come in. Yeah. So I don't think they will buy Inter. Yeah. Maybe PIF won't buy Inter. Saudi will set up another fund name, different name, right? And buy Inter. Money talks, right? Money talks. Yeah. In the end of the day. Right. So I mean, surprisingly, you guys are very patient. You're saying 5 to 10 years.
No, I mean, because our team isn't exactly like.
I understand.
Yeah, we need a lot of rebuilding
a lot of rebuilding.
Yeah.
But
We need
we need
stability on the manage, especially on like you get the right manager in for the long term.
Yes. Now you have to attract because now you're having Brucey there, right? And Brucey has been going in and out Amanda's office, and I think he's going to stay until whenever they sack him. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think they've made more or less the decision not to sack him
for now,
right?
Yeah.
Because to be honest, right, guys, Bruce was put in a position where nobody could save you guys, right? Without any investment, right? And you can't blame him too much about the way the player plays and whatever has happened. But the problem is that a lot of fans are already being very toxic towards him. So a lot of the pundits out there are saying that why are you keeping him? Right? The fans don't like him. Get rid of him. Even if you get an interim manager in, right? Make the fans happy, right? But at the moment, the home fans, I see that they are more caught up in the euphoria of the owners being there. They don't even see Bruce anymore. If it comes to it, they won't even see Bruce, and they won't even mind if Bruce is there, right? Just as long the board of directors say we're keeping him for a short period of time until we find the correct replacement, right? And if it was for me, right, my planning would be something like that: keep Bruce until more or less till end of the December, right? Find the right replacement during December when the January transfer market comes in. Get that manager in and start your rebuild in January, because you can spend up to £190 million. You should start the rebuild fast. Yeah,
guys, who do you think they would get in? Who would be available?
So many names. So many names are being involved.
Yeah. And of course, John Fitzpatrick said 3 years Newcastle will be in the Champions League. Within 6 years, they'll win it. Money talks and bullshit. Wow. Yes, we understand. Yeah. Ram says, what happens if Spurs lose this game? Oh, Ram, we expect to lose this game. Being a Spurs fan, we go into every game expecting to lose. Sad to say, because whenever we expect to win,
we lose.
Yeah, we
lose. But you guys have started the season well, right? You were like,
it wasn't well.
He started it well, but it was luck.
No, the results were okay. No, the performance wasn't well. The results were okay, but the performance wasn't well. You get what I'm saying? We just were scraping it 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, right? Yeah. Then when we got beaten, we got hammered 3-3, 3-1. So it wasn't well. Yeah. So it's not too well. Stephen Featley TV is an Arsenal fan. Thanks for the support, Stephen. Right. Big up everyone on the panel. Right. Chat, smash the like. Stephen's a good guy. And maybe one of these days, I'll let you know, Arthur. Stephen does the Formula One watch-alongs. Maybe we can do it together.
Right.
Yeah. We can do a Formula One watch-along. And Stephen, Arthur's a Formula One fan too. So, and any of you guys are Formula One fans, let me know. We do watch-alongs for Formula One. Oh, that's a weird thing.
I like Formula One as well.
All right, I'll let you know, John, when we are doing it.
I was at the British Grand Prix the year Mansell won at Silverstone,
brilliant.
The French driver broke both his legs at the start of the race, and they had to wait ages before restarting.
Oh, right.
Do you remember? Listen, this is a football show, but do you remember Mansell and who was the
DK?
No, the other chap.
Senna.
When killed it. What? Senna.
They
went wheel to wheel at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, but wasn't that when he was with Lotus?
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
He went through though. Mansell won that.
Yeah.
I remember Lotus because it was the colour scheme of my dad's Capri. John Player Special, black with gold.
Yeah.
Black with gold,
striping.
Oh, Jamie, John Player Special. Oh, that's an old brand.
But the full Capri had
we used to call it JPS.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah. My dad's initials were nearly that because it's John Pretty. So Capri did a JPS special sort of color scheme for the Capri 2 liter, and my dad had it. So that I remember my dad bombing down the A10 in that, going between football games.
Yeah. And guys, if you all want to do Formula One watch-alongs and all that, go and join YouTube channel S Feedly TV. Right, he does that, right? And he's a cool guy. He's an Arsenal fan. No, okay, we can't say that word here. He's been on before. Were you were there, right, Arthur, when he came on one of the days?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. He's a cool guy, right? Of course. And then Ram, please trying to sell Fred. All right. If you are willing to take wings,
thank you. No, thank you.
No,
we don't want Fred.
We'll give you wings, right? But we'll take Marcel. All right. We don't want Fred. Okay.
We'll take Fernandez.
Nah, they won't give us Fernandez. Come on, that's too far of a shot. Yeah, why would Spurs want Fred? Yeah, that's what John is saying. Exactly, cause as a United fan, go. Yeah. Same like us. We want wings to go. But of course, there are a lot of rumors going around, right? United want Delhi.
Well, no. There's nothing wrong with that because we've got a brewery. They'll be allowed to have a deli, and they can have some sliced ham sandwiches or whatever.
Did anyone watch the Squid Game? Nah, I don't like to normalize violence, John Fitzpatrick. Right? There's too much violence in the world already. Right? I rather.
My only Squid Game at the moment is spicy pussy with rice.
Yes, don't say that wrongly, okay? Spicy.
In the Philippines, the Tagalog word for squid is pusit.
I know. That's why I say don't say it wrongly. You know? When you say spicy pusit, you know, you're pushing it a bit.
I'm not gonna say it wrong. I've just been to church. And
yes,
my wife's downstairs.
There was plenty of violence last night at Wembley.
Oh yeah, I saw it too. But somehow or another, the cameras swayed away from it and didn't show too much. When it started, it was just a glimpse. Then after that, they went back to the match. They didn't show it that much. It was only after I think BBC started to report it. Oh, I saw the battles. Oh, come on, the hungry fans. I still don't understand what's wrong with people nowadays. We're in an age where everything is caught on video. Whatever you do or say will be.
Weren't the hungry fans? Haven't they been like penalised recently for repeated behaviour?
Yeah, and Steven says that I thought he was at McLaren's in '91. Side by side, Mansell. It was Williams. Good information, Steven. Good information. Right.
Well done, Steve.
And And Chris Agamon says, can Arthur do my finances? Yes, if you want your finances to be done, please Twitter direct message to Arthur at capital AAH Accountants. All right, then you can get on to him. Right, and also then Arthur will give you we'll call accounting.
Okay, plot.
Wings. Ram. Yeah. We know what Wings is, right? We usually call him Mr. Harry Wanks himself, right? Speaking of last night, have you heard Harry Kane post-match interview? No, I didn't. How was it, Amazon? Was it really that bad? Because I did see the game, and it wasn't the same Harry Kane from last season. He looks a bit dejected or mentally not there. So Delhi will be in Korea playing red light, green light. Okay, what's that red light, green light?
Oh, it's from Squid Game.
Squid Game. Okay. Sorry, I don't follow Squid Game, right, guys? Oh, red light, green light. Okay. But no, I'm sure. Are you guys okay, Jonathan? Country-wise, do you support Malaysia or do you adopt a different country to support?
No.
International.
When it comes to international, I support Malaysia.
You support Malaysia, right? I hate Malaysia.
Can we open?
I mean, when the Euros were on or when the World Cup is on, of course, I do support England.
Okay, that's good. All right.
But
apart from that, of course, being a Malaysian, I will support my national team. But I know they're I know they're what they are, right? And how
we are never going to go to any major tournament. So
and do you know we have a very good person who actually can change it. Right, and Alvin, do you support Malaysia? Do you have an adopted international team like the World Cup, like what Jonathan does?
I think definitely if Malaysia is playing,
of course, Malaysia gets to the World Cup, I'll be delighted. Come on,
yeah.
That will be like Spurs winning the Premier League this season.
Can we play you?
Yeah. Support Malaysia as well. Yeah, support.
Yeah, but if let's say Malaysia is not the World Cup or it's the Euros and all that, who do you support?
I think definitely will be England.
England too. See, it's very weird, right? I support England too because I've actually given up on Malaysia a long time ago. I know too much about Malaysian football, so that's why I've given up, right? And actually, there's a very good coach out there called Lim Tiong Kim.
Yep.
Right,
correct.
He was part of the Bayern Munich youth. Bayern Munich setup. And he's a very close friend of one of my very close personal friends. Maybe one of these days I'll get him on to talk about Malaysian football, right? Because I've heard a lot of things from him, and you wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't want to know, right?
May I know your friend name?
TM.
TM.
Yeah. Okay. TM Siu.
TM Siu. Okay.
Yeah. Where are you staying, Alvin? PJ or?
I used to stay in KL, but now I've shifted to Seremban.
Oh, you're in Greece, Seremban. It's one of the other outside states that is from the city. Yeah.
What about Jonathan and Alvin's Newcastle stories? How they came to be Newcastle?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. So like
actually, they're linked, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're linked. So I actually started supporting Newcastle because of Alvin. So we were mates growing up, and he got me hooked to the tune. And it just started from there. I mean, it was difficult to really choose a team in the 90s because football coverage over here in Malaysia is not like what it is today.
Yeah.
You know, you're just on cable TV and you get to watch whichever team that you want to watch. In those days, we had to wait every week just to watch the highlights, the EPL highlights that come on Tuesdays, and that's how we got to know about Newcastle.
Guys, for you guys, you're still quite lucky. When during my time, right, we don't even get any Premier League on TV, right? The only once in a while you get a League Cup final or the FA Cup final being played.
Yes, correct.
That's why that's how I got hooked onto Spurs during those times. But apart from my studying in being UK and all that during my father reading law, we stayed in London and close and all that, right? But when you come back, 81, 82 when Spurs won the FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken, right? Arthur, FA Cup where we won. 81, 82. Huh?
And 82, yeah.
1991 we won the another one, but we're talking about 81, 82. That's when the time
that was Man City 1 year and then QPR the next.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's the 2 years that we won in a row, the FA Cup. So
And
that more or less brought me into Spurs.
Aussie our dealers in the charts. Win the cup or Nottingham.
Ardiles and Ricky Villa, right? Yeah. I'm going back to work, but I'm going to say, as a United fan, I love. Okay, thank you. Social TV, underrated channel, and will surely grow in time. Big up to you guys. At the moment now, Ram, I'm trying to convince either Elvin or Jonathan to set up their own Newcastle channel, right? Because I did ask them. We were talking about it, right? Newcastle channel being run by a Malaysian. Is there any? And I think they said they don't have any. And I told them, right, I'm the only one running a Spurs channel from Malaysia, right, and YouTube. And somehow or another, I got into this, and I've been doing this for more or less 4 or 5 months now with my co-host. Now I can do this directly on top of me. Mr. Jamie Pretty, but he's got the Jimmy Greaves picture in front of him, right? So
brilliant.
Yeah. And all right, guys, we've talked a lot about the money, the morality. All right, let's come to the interesting subject of the week, right? I mean, we're a bit early. We're 4 days before the match, right? Newcastle versus Spurs. Okay, we'll come to Jonathan first. Jonathan, do you think that there'll be a big change?
In terms of the lineup, no.
I mean, performance. The
performance. Okay.
Have you all won any games yet?
No, we haven't.
You haven't won any games, right?
One of the only 2 teams that are yet to win a game this season.
That is Norwich and you guys.
3. Norwich, us, and Burnley, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have like 3 draws and 4 losses, and we got knocked out of the League Cup the other day. So we have yet to win any games.
First win coming up.
Yeah. That's what I fear. Yeah, because it's always Spurs. It always has to be Spurs. The vampire, keep him away. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, John. Yeah.
But yeah, of course, with the takeover happening, it's going to be rocking St. James's Park this weekend. So so I'll say I'm much more confident than I was if you said last week on our chances of getting a result against Spurs, because no matter what, you guys are still a good team, you know.
Hopefully.
Metaphor conjecture.
Elvin, how do you feel? I mean, confident you're going to win?
Well, definitely the Sunday game, the atmosphere in St. James's Park is going to be very, very different, and it's going to be very, very noisy, and the mood, you know, it's totally going to be very, very different, and definitely we as a fan, we really want to get our first win, but I have to be very, very realistic with the players that Newcastle have currently, and I don't see much changes in terms of the football tactics. It's just the atmosphere and the expectation. So I've seen a few games from Newcastle, and it's like we are just lacking focus, it's just always lacking on the focus. So I don't know, the atmosphere in the stadium will be changing, and there'll be expectation. I feel like it's going to be a draw rather than a win.
Okay, all right, fair. But let's say Steve Bruce is still in charge, right? And if you guys don't get a result, right, that means that will more or less tell the board that you can't use him anymore. You can't take the risk of you guys. You guys are already in relegated form, in relegation position. If you guys don't pick up soon enough, right, coming into the end of the year, December, January transfer window and all that, if you don't guys pull yourself out of the relegation spot, right, it'll be very hard for you to get a manager to come in, a name manager, right? If you want something like a Conte won't come in to fight a relegation fight, correct? Conte want to come in to win something, right?
It's going to be very interesting because Spurs are just pulling their socks up. And Newcastle now with this news are going to try and pull their socks up. This going to be interesting.
Yeah. Right. And Ram says, Arthur would love to have you on our show soon. All right. Okay. Good night, Ram. I think he has to go back to work. And most probably will listen behind, and he won't have time to do any comments anymore. Thanks, Ram, for your support. Yes, Ram, I will get in touch with Arthur, and anytime you want him to join us on the show and all that, then maybe I'll let him know. Right? Maybe usually when you do your Monday shows, maybe next week we'll meet up again with Jonathan and Alvin and maybe Gary. Right? Maybe I'll just invite Arthur along because being Spurs fans, you have 2 Spurs fans and maybe 3 Newcastle fans, and Harry and you will have a good day with us in your show. Right. But okay, to come on to it again, don't forget the fans will be the 12th man. Do you think, will that be a big effect for you guys?
Yeah, I do think so. And also don't forget, it's not just Steve Bruce that is fighting for his job. I think a lot of the players as well, you know, they in the back of their mind now, they're thinking, hey, we could go out now and get any other player in the world that we want to replace them. So they are going to have to put in a performance as well. So
they have to put a lot of effort, to convince
also play
the new owners and all that. But but guys, it's a weird thing is that you guys don't have confidence in the players themselves. The quality is not there, apart from maybe one player that we see is good. It's a maximum. And to tell the truth, John Joe Shelby is not a bad player, but he's injured. He's injured now. He's injured. Right.
He's injured.
Spurs need this kind of players. A creative midfielder who can ping the ball around, but he's too slow. There's one problem with Shelby. He's too slow.
Right.
So and he doesn't track back, right? And nowadays the modern game is like the player has to be a Superman. You should be running from point A to point B all the time.
Just like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Eugene.
Yes, Arthur.
I also think that we're just finding our feet where the midfield are concerned. And that, Højbjerg and Skip are going to be awesome.
For us is that Højbjerg and Skippy is awesome at the moment, right? But the problem is that we don't have a creative midfielder because Ndombele, Dele Alli, right? Lo Celso may be okay, but Ndombele and Dele Alli is like completely useless at the moment. Number one, Ndombele can't play more than 70 minutes. Dele Alli is more interested in the color of his hair, right? So so we are stuck with, we don't have the full package, right? And my biggest worry at the moment now is, of course, during the international break, must remember, guys, the first international break, we were top of the league. When we came back, we lost Son, Bergwijn, right? Romero, Lucas. We lost like 5-6 players, and then we had an off-form Kane, and then we went and got hammered by the next 3 games, and luckily, right? Not say luckily lah. Actually, it's considered luckily too. The Aston Villa game, to my eyes, when I watched the game, is that we didn't actually. We went out to beat Aston Villa, but Aston Villa wasn't there.
No,
Aston Villa had a day off, so that's why we went out and beat them. So at least we went out to beat them. Okay, if Aston Villa had a day off and we didn't even go out and beat them, then the signs would be really bad, right? But don't forget, Son is playing another game. No, Son is on his way back yesterday after the Iran game. Right? Son is on his way back. There is a rumor going around that the South American players most probably won't be available to be picked, because by the time they land, it will be Saturday afternoon or maybe early afternoons or something like that. And you play the game next Sunday, and then you had to fly another hour up to Newcastle to join up with the team, and all that flying, jet lag, the timing and all that, whether it will work, right? Because a player will always say that, I want to play, right? But if you are mentally here, the jet lag and flying, the pressure, the cabin back and forth, of course you want to play. But if I throw you on the pitch and you don't perform, he'll be in trouble again. But that's how I see it. Will Nuno take the risk of playing those players like Emerson, right? Romero, right? Sanchez, right? Will they play? Will he take the risk on them? That's my thing. But of course, like what Chris says, that Steve Bruce is on the 1,000 game against Spurs. Maybe the the new board of directors in Newcastle might give him his chance to have his 1,000 game, right? I mean, to have a bit of humanity, right?
Yeah,
just
maybe.
to let him.
I'm sure the new owners are nice people as well.
Yeah,
so
they have to be nice people at the moment because with all their morality issues behind, right? Imagine if they take that away from Brucey too, right? The media will go crazy. My God, look at you guys! You guys are evil. You don't even want to give Brucey his 1,000 game.
They'll be crucifying the media.
Yeah, we'll be crucifying the media again, and you don't want all the bad
for the Jose Mourinho sacking just before. So
that is all Levy, right? Come on, that was. I mean, that not only the media crucified him, we crucified him. What owner who has half a brain, right? 6 days before a cup final, sacks the manager that brings you to the cup final.
Madness.
Madness. Yeah. I mean, how stupid is it? It's like telling the fans, right? I don't want to win you a cup.
That's it.
Such an idiot.
Totally agree.
Yeah, come on. If you left Mourinho there and Mourinho won us a cup, right? The whole thing would have flipped over and says that, oh, Levy, you got us a cup. We're happy at least for now.
Eugene, if he'd kept him on and he did win the cup, he'd want more money. That's why they got rid of him.
I think he had to pay another extra 3 to 5 million if he won them the cup, right? But come on, 3 to 5 million in your pocket, right? But the adoration of millions of fans, isn't that worth it?
No,
don't you know how to count? Right?
Not to Levy. Not to Levy.
I know, but that's why I say he's an idiot. Come on, Arthur. That's why I say he's an idiot, right? You know why, Arthur? If he won that League Cup, right? All he had to do, right, is print out the jerseys with the names of the players and put winners of the League Cup, right? 30 million in jersey sales, pounds. I guarantee you. What is 5 million pounds? It wasn't the money, Arthur. It was the pride. It was the pride. I think Mourinho went against him on certain issues, like he was focusing on the cup, but Levy wanted us to focus to get top 4, right? To play the strong team against Southampton and the blah blah blah. But all this is hearsay. All we can do is speculate, and the only thing now is that we had to wait for the memoirs from Jose Mourinho after after another 5-10 years, and there'll be, I think, 3 chapters on Levy, if I'm not mistaken, right? There'll be 3 chapters, right? The promise, the con, it'll be called the promise, the con, right, and the sacking.
I hope I'm still alive then.
I hope I'm still alive then too. But guys, coming back to the game, seriously, like what Alvin is saying, he sees more or less a good result will be a draw, and Jonathan says that more or less we should get the win, right? Count the odds and all that. After 7 games, we can't see the win. Okay, now we get the Spurs perspective. Arthur, what do you think?
What, for Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah. I'm losing my days now.
Nah, you're still.
You're okay. You're just losing days. I'm losing hair.
If we scrape a draw, we've got a result. I'd see them beating us.
Oh, you see them beating us, right? And Jamie, what do you think?
I hope not.
Well, with the depressed Kane and the sort of like weak Dombele and Delhi, a draw would be a fair result. But we've always got to hope for the win. But it's where we've gone into the doldrums that we was experiencing before we got the manager, and it's not simple. It's not simple. The team needs more depth, so I would say a draw would be hopefully a decent result, but we've got to go for the win because we've got to get some kind of momentum going, so we have some chance of getting players out and players in the January window.
Yeah. And of course, Kimby says that we do tend to struggle up there. Yeah, we do. We do tend to struggle.
Yeah,
in
because
Newcastle,
we did.
especially
We discovered the chippies. They have really good fish and chip shops up there.
No,
They do. They have these things called smokies, smoked sausages, and then they have the chips and they have curry sauce on the chips. And oh man, that's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another 2 stone.
To add to the other 15.
Yeah. And Prithvi, what do you think?
I mean, with all the talks of Newcastle being one of our bogey clubs, I'd say a draw or a 1-0 victory, like how we did in the beginning of the season. That would be.
For me, is
but
that
it all depends on the defense. It all depends on the defense that we play that day. Romero.
You're gonna have Dyer and Roden. You watch and see.
Listen, don't laugh. Roden's a good player.
Yeah, but Dyer watched the balls too much, right? So yeah. But to be fair, right, we will have Højbjerg and Skippy in the midfield, and that more or less will help them out, right? But like what's been said, Newcastle has always been our bogey team, and they haven't won yet, right? And the odds on Newcastle winning, I think, it should be quite high. But like Jonathan and Elvin says, right, they don't have much confidence in the team itself because they're all underperforming. But don't forget, new owners coming in, new owner bounce. Everybody needs to prove themselves that they're worth being kept on, even on the sidelines with all the superstars coming in. You need a squad, right? You can't have 11 superstars, or to tell the truth, unless your owners go and buy 25 superstars, then that's the end of football.
Here's a question. Who's going to be the third element in midfield? Ndombele?
Yeah, that's another thing. We don't have a creative midfielder, as you guys know, right? And then we do have a creative midfielder who can't last more than 60 minutes. And of course, Dele Ali nowadays has turned into a box-to-box player. He runs a lot with no end product and all that, right? And I think Steve Bruce might have a good game plan set up, and with Kane not being 100%.
Actually, what's wrong with Kane? He just
we lost the Euros. He didn't get his move, and our initial form went out the window after the first international break. 3 good reasons.
No, Kane is depressed.
Very
Kane
depressed.
Is depressed. Yeah. So I guess that's the problem with Kane. And for Newcastle fans out there now, what do you think your lineup will be?
It's pretty much straightforward, I guess. Unless I'm not sure whether Callum Wilson will be fit.
No,
if he's
don't think
fit,
so.
then you guys might have some problems because he's a natural. But it should be Maximin and Jolinton up front, if not, and then pretty much Willock, Hayden in midfield, Richie, and he'll play 5 at the back as usual. So it'll be Richie, Manquillo, Lascelles, Fernandez, and either Share or Clark, and Darlow in goal. Should be that is pretty straightforward with our injury list and stuff.
Okay, right. For us is that we hope that the South American players come back and will be able to play, right? Which I highly doubt it. That will weaken our defense, but we do have a strong 2 CDMs that can hold up, right? We do believe they're strong there, and of course, we do hope that Steven Bergwijn will recover from his ankle injury or something that he has. And with Mora not traveling for the international break, actually our attacking side looks very strong. Now I'm a bit more worried about our creative side and our defensive side, right? So if you guys could take advantage of that, then more or less that you guys will have a better chances of winning. But like I said, in a day, a draw result for me wouldn't be too bad. I will take it, right? But being a Spurs fans, of course, we always want to win, right? But Like I said, don't put your expectations too high up. But if we do win, I'll be happy. To tell the truth, right, you all can afford to lose one more game right now. It doesn't make much difference.
Objective is just to stay on the league.
Yeah.
To add, I see a fast start as well. I don't think it's going to be cautious.
Yeah, but in most of our games this season, there's always been a fast start.
Yeah. Enzo says, remember they said we get trash.
7-1.
We got trash 7-1. Yeah, those were the. That's why I said it's not a good place to go.
Enzo, I'm trying to forget that.
Yeah, we all are trying to forget that 7-1. My God. Oh, Lo Celso did well. Gugoma. Lo Celso always does well in the internationals, and somehow or another he doesn't turn up. Do you know we have this very weird thing, guys, Jonathan and Alvin? Our players, right, play superbly well during the internationals, but when they come back to the club, they go missing. So I don't know what to say about that, right? Whether it's a mental thing or we do really have deep underlying problems, which nowadays all our deep underlying problems we point it all the way up, right? It's Levy's problem. He started all this. It's all his problem. So, and he doesn't want to rectify it. So it's still his problem. Right, so us being fans, what we can do, we can set up YouTube channels and complain about it and curse him.
He's too interested in his media and his building.
That's the sad part about it. Yeah.
Property and media.
Yeah. Guys, Jamie, just good news for you, right? This Sunday show most probably won't be a watch along. Because I was able to adjust my mom's birthday dinner to Saturday. So most probably I'll be doing a normal stream for Sunday. Just to let Jonathan and Alvin know that my normal streams on Sunday is 1 p.m. GMT, which is usually now 8 p.m. Malaysian time and Manila time, right? Which is about 5:30 Indian Standard Time, right? For Prithvi, right? So most probably I'll be doing the show at that time again. And if you guys are willing to hop on and to have a say, it'll be nice to have you guys on too, right? I guess we're reaching the 1 hour mark. Usually the midweek shows we don't go on too long because our Sunday shows usually go on forever and never stop.
3 hours is the average.
Minimum 3 hours average, right? So it's a bit weird because it's because we have on Sunday usually my panel will end up being full. I'll have about 9 people on the screen at one time. So, and each person takes about 5 to 10 minutes to speak, right? So, you can do the maths and you imagine on one subject, 9 people talking about it, 5 minutes per person, right? That's why you need about 3 hours to run over, right? Guys, thanks for coming, joining us, especially the Newcastle fans, boys, Jonathan and Alvin. Before we go, I will just want to say a big up to all the people in the chats, right? Let me just go through. Who do we have? Of course, Ram. Ram is a big supporter. Ram is the one who actually brought us together, Jonathan and Alvin. Because when he did the Monday show, I was there in the chats. I'm not sure whether we were in the chats. Of course, Ram, big up to Ram, Kim, John Fitzpatrick, Chris Agamba. Thanks for support, and all the guys who are not in the chats. Thanks for your support too, right? Those who are watching, and of course, Brian and Bobby, right? Most probably we'll be closing up soon. Who else do we have? Guguma is a big supporter. Guguma is from South Korea, right? Guguma is from South Korea.
How do we get her? How do we get her onto a show? She's always
Guguma will have to do a lot of coaxing, right? Slowly we'll let her build up the confidence. Maybe one of these days she'll hop onto this Persuasion channel, right? We'll do it slowly. And of course Stephen Feedley, right? Stephen Feedley. We don't have
a Guguma Sun special.
Yeah. And of course there's no Formula One next week, right? We're going over to the Americas, so Formula One will be starting end of the month or something like that. The races are coming back, and Stephen will be joining you. Don't worry. And the guys around here who wants to join on Formula One watch along or whatever we're doing, will be hopping on. But of course, Formula One is usually on Sundays too, so that's when the time I do my show. And usually I don't do the watch along. I'll do a qualifying watch along with Stephen on Saturday evenings, right? And then of course Emzo, big up to Emzo. Right, Emzo is always here supporting too. Okay, more or less we have said our support. Thanks for your support and all that. Now we come to the important thing. I want a score prediction from all the guys, right? Let's start with Jonathan. Score prediction, Jonathan. What do you think?
2-1 Newcastle.
All right. Then we go to Arthur.
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. Let's go to Alvin.
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw, high-scoring draw. Okay, Spurs have not scored more than 2 goals this whole season. Let's hope we can reach that target. And Jamie, what do you think?
I will hope for a 2-1. I'll accept a 2-2. And as long as that's a football score and not a ballet dress.
And Prithvi?
Either a 1-0 win for us or a 1-1 draw.
Okay, 1 win and 1 draw. Of course, being a Spurs fan, I will always say this: Spurs win 2-0, but deep down inside, right, I will accept a draw, right? But if I'm calculating following the odds, right, most probably Newcastle will win. And let's see what the guys in the chats are saying. Guguma says 2-1 for me in Spurs. Wayne Bonner, big up Wayne. Thanks for the support. Wayne says it's going to be a 3-3 draw, right? But I said, Wayne,
Wow.
That's good.
we haven't scored more than 3 goals in so long. Right, we only recently scored only scored two goals during the Aston Villa game, but let's see whether we can get that. And of course, you know what Kim says, a 1-7 Spurs win. We need to get the spanking off.
Okay, Arthur, what are you doing to your daughter? You're putting ideas in her head.
Me?
What you mean? She
but wait.
to YouTube.
No, you see what Enzo says. Probably we get trashed 7-1 again. No. I don't think that'll happen. We're not that bad at the moment. We're not that bad. Number one. Number two, right?
We're just not that good.
No.
Yeah.
No. Newcastle is not that good at the moment too. So that 7-1 might be coming, right? It might be coming, but not now. Maybe in 2 years' time, we might end up seeing that scoreline again, right?
Newcastle
guys,
become the next Bayern.
Yeah. Guys, thanks for being on. I will put you in the back room for a while. Hang on for a while. We'll have a longer chat behind, because usually the live streaming, I'll just do it for about an hour or so. And let me and Jamie do the closing, and I'll join back with you guys later in the back room. Just hold on, right, guys? I'll see you again.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Oh, sorry. Maybe wait. Let me forgot to do one more thing, guys. Forgot to do one more thing. I need you guys. How do we find you guys? You know, especially for the Newcastle guys, Newcastle fans like Jonathan and Alvin. Do you have any Twitter handle? Do you have your own YouTube channel yet, or do you intend to start one? Right, Jonathan or Alvin, up to you guys. Who wants to go first?
In terms of our Newcastle fan club, the Tsunami Malaysia, you can check out our Facebook page, and that we also do have a Tsunami Malaysia Twitter handle and also Instagram. So that's the official Malaysian Newcastle supporters how our forum of where we meet up for match viewings and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. And
anywhere Newcastle Brown Ale is sold.
Not that I know of. I've never been able to find one in Malaysia.
No.
Yeah. And Alvin, do you have anything special?
I mean, since you gave us that idea. The idea. So probably me and John will have an offline discussion later on, and we'll see how it goes.
Guys, don't worry. If you want to set anything up, right? Like I've always been saying, I'm a football first guy, right? Fans of a club is fans of a club. We're all human, right? If you need help in any way to learn how to set up, you know, especially Ram and Harry and I, we will guide you through the way to set up your YouTube channel, right? How you get into StreamYard, what kind of streaming facilities you want, and all that, right?
All right.
We'll help you out. Don't worry. We'll talk about it after after all this ending and all that. We'll get into it. And Arthur and Kim, how do we find you guys?
You've got my details.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll do this for Arthur. You can find Arthur in Twitter now. He just joined Twitter, right? At capital AAHTHUR H Accountants, right? If you go there, right, his Twitter handle is capital AAH Accountants with an S, right? Accountants at the end with an S, right? And that you can link out Arthur. And Kim, have you got anything you want to add on, Kim, since you're in the room?
Kim.
She can't hear you because he's wearing headphones.
Can Kim can't hear us.
Have you got anything you want to add?
Kim can't hear us. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Anything to add, Kim?
Oh, what about where you can get hold of Dad?
Yeah, I really said how to get
around
that.
Around the waist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's his favourite position.
Yeah, and Kim is a big supporter too, right? How do we find you, Kim?
Oh, I'm just usually in the comments sections. I like cheerleading all you guys putting in the hard work of doing the streams. So loads of love to all of you.
All right, thank you, Kim. All right, and Jamie, of course, is my co-host. And Prithvi, have you come up with anything?
I don't normally say. I know I'm Spurs Asian, but also if there are any Spurs fans from Southeast Asia, especially the Philippines, I do have a Facebook group, the unofficial Manila Philippines Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Club. Please join us. It keeps you up to date with news, and it'll also keep you up to date with the broadcast from Spurs Asian as well.
Yes, of course. And of course, Prithvi, any news on what you want to do your YouTube channel?
I found a couple of prospectives, joinees, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm gonna be having a discussion with them over the weekend.
All right. And how can we find you then?
But apart from that, you guys can find me at Urban Slap in Instagram and Urban Slap 69 in Twitter.
All right. Okay.
All
right, guys.
That.
All right, guys. I'll put you in the back room for a while. Then I'll do the closing with Jamie. Then I'll come back to you guys again. All right. Take care.
All right.
Hold on for a while. Anything else to say? That's all. All right. That's
all.
Nope. All right. Jamie, it was a good show.
Okay. Yeah, one thing I found is it doesn't matter if you bring fans from other teams on. We may have animosity and a little bit of needle between when we're not face to face, but when we're in the same room, there's more common ground to stand on. So it's all good.
Yeah, that's why I said. Being Spurs Version TV, of course, we are more or less when we do content, we talk more about Spurs. But in the end of the day, football is for everyone, and football is the important thing, right? At the moment, a lot of the people are being lost in the money, right? Apart from football. So to me, it's always football first. It doesn't matter whether you're an Arsenal fan, a Liverpool fan, a Newcastle fan. We're all fans.
Depending on who's playing who on a given day.
But since we are, we're not in the stadium, so I guess the rivalry won't be that tense, right? And we are actually very far apart. I can't touch you, you can't touch me. But just as long as we're polite and civilized with each other.
Well, having said that, I'm in the Philippines. I just have to go down to the southern islands and swim over the channel.
Yeah, to come over to see me, right? Yeah. All right, Jamie. Everybody out there, thanks for your support.
Yeah.
Right, and
come
Jamie,
on, you Spurs, Tottenham till we die, and Levy out.
Yeah, Jamie, Levy out. That's the most important thing.
Then eventually.